California. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good for a gain of 5. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's on the move. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. Gets everything he has under this throw. It's intercepted. Javon Holland. And the 49ers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Carr with it on 3rd and short. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's completed right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, David Njoku. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now, what's up?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give it to him again. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Big gain has them across the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Express! Down!
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
He beams one deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Yellow, yellow!
From the 27. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow!
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one will careen out of bounds, just into enemy territory there. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Blown back gets the handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Down! That's up!
Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's it.
From the shotgun, Carr. It's taken in by Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Trying to push this past the marker. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers facing a 3rd and 9. Carr here from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Cadmuma there to bring him down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Staying with Robinson. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw Mahomes. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Oh, it's a miss. He sent it wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
You would think that kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
Now.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
93.
He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They send a tight end in motion. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. Trey Tucker to return it. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Carr. He's looking deep once again. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and not a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are in the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Another try following the sack. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Panthers are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And
oh, he lost the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second and 6 coming up here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. For the 2nd time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. It's a 36-yard look for him. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we'll continue searching for those elusive first points of this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 29. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Now.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. The ball is out. And that's going to be a touchback. No, it goes out at the 1. Wow, they still have a shot at this. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead in quarter number 2. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They just get the play off. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Panthers have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 45 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Hand off to the back. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's up.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Darius Williams with the INT. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
This play goes for 36. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone.
Touchdown, Carolina! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now. What's up?
Right up the gut. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
180. 180. We're good. We're good. That's up.
A give to Mostert out of the gun. Past midfield to the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throw complete to Williams. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Third and just 2 to go.
What now?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Carr with it on first. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up second down. Carr. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he drives it down to the... Before going out. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Running back, motioning right.
Hey, we're good. That's it.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a fourth quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Turpin with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers down by 7. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And once again, they can't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. To the house, touchdown Carolina. The Panthers cut it to a point late in this one. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Running back sent in motion.
What's up?
Back to throw. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's fourth down. Punt team on the field. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And this one touchdown inside the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Setting up to pass. And the man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
I don't need to.
Here he is to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He'll look to throw it. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. They'll get this one to Watkins. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Carr here from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. And that one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession